This is Season Long Baller, and as you can see, we are going to do Simcast live again. We did this last season on NBA 2K23. You can see a little bit of the brackets there. You see Washington is the 1 seed. Down at the bottom, you can't see it right now, but New York is the 2 seed. There you see the Heat. But what we're focusing on today, the 7-8 game, first game of the play-in, Chicago and Boston in Chicago, Celtics and Bulls. And out west, we'll just talk about those. But you see the little coin look that the teams do, and we'll speed this up to get through the game. But right now, you've got the Bulls and the Celtics. And again, the 8 seed. And the winner, the team that comes out as the 8 seed gets to face me. And I can honestly say, I do not want to play the Celtics in the first round if the Bulls are up 4-2 and already up 6-2. Wow, 6-4. So as you know, so the play-in, is teams 6 through 10. That finish in the standings in the respective conferences. And so the winner of this game is the 7 seed. And they automatically advance. They're done. They're the 7 seed. The loser of this game will take on the winner of the 9-10 game, which we will be doing that tomorrow as well. The 9-10 loser, of course, is out. So the loser of this game plays the winner of tomorrow's game, and that winner becomes the 8 seed. And so that's how the play-in tournament works. And right now, the Bulls are off to a fast start, 13-6. And the Bulls finished 7th in our simulation, and the Celtics finished 8th. Both of these teams, we won all of the games in our respective matchups. And we actually, on NBA 2K23, we did play the Bulls in the second round last season. And so we've seen a lot of Chicago already. I think we've played them now in this, let's see, since we started the channel, I think that would be 11 times already. I think we played them 3 times this season. And right now, at the end of the first quarter, it's a 19-10 lead for the Bulls. So, Bulls are doing work right here. And you see some of the Jason Tatum he missed a shot there. It's 21-12 Bulls. And we just speed this up to get through it, obviously. The coin look, as you can see the respective player faces there as Gabriel shoots a free throw. And it's now a 24-14 lead for the Bulls. And over to, looks like White took a shot there. Derek White facing Kobe White. And then, what was that? I guess that was a ball was knocked out of bounds. But it's 26-14, 29-14. Bulls have really got out here quickly. Last season, you may recall, we had the game with Indiana, and I think it was, Indiana and Miami. And Miami killed Indiana. And that was the game where Indiana scored something like no points in the first quarter. and I think as we've now reached 2:28 left in the second quarter and the Celtics take a timeout, they've been doubled up by the Bulls right now, 34-17. But the Pacers shot something like 11% from the field for the game and got slaughtered and only scored 21 points overall. So you would think that they would have to shoot better than that in the subsequent games. And they ended up doing that and ended up finishing as the 8 seed, and they ended up facing us in the first round. So we've seen plenty of the Pacers as well. I'm talking about the Bulls. We've seen the Pacers an awful lot as well. And I've seen the Pacers a lot this season. It's just that we saw them a lot in the first half of this season. So the Bulls are still holding on to a 17-point lead as we get down to the final minute here in the first half. And again, winner is in. Winner is the 7 seed. And the loser will be playing on Friday night against the winner of the 9-10 game. Look at that shot. Patrick Williams hits another 3, and the lead is now 20 for the Bulls. And we've now already gone past halftime. We're in the third quarter, and the Bulls look like they are just going to run away with this. Do the Celtics have a run in them here? Now, the Celtics, in our simulation, obviously, they have not played as well as the real Celtics. I can't really explain why, as Vukovic makes free throws. But even the Milwaukee Bucks in both of our simulations last season on NBA 2K23 and this season on NBA 2K24 didn't even make the playoffs. Even with Damian Lillard this season, our Bucks finished 11th. So they didn't even make the play-in, I should say. They didn't even make the play-in, and they didn't make the play-in last season as well. And for whatever reason, our Celtics don't seem to play as well as the real Celtics. I think part of that, at least this season, when Porzingis was playing for us, and I mean us being the Wizards, he was Defensive Player of the Year. You can make the argument he was, in some cases, maybe the most important player on our Wizards team last season as we got the chip. But I don't know that you have that Porzingis playing for the Celtics. As odd as that sounds. In real life, yes, they do. But in our simulation, I think he played better with us on the Wizards last season, as you have a timeout, Boston down by 27. And the Bulls already have 64 points. And we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. So a minute 20 here to go in the third, and the Bulls are up 64-37. That, I don't know if the Celtics are going to come back from that. We might see the Celtics playing on Friday. Let's see if the Celtics do have one run in them. I hope they do, just to make the game look competitive. And again, the winner of this game is not playing us. The winner of this game is going to be facing the Knicks, who are the 2 seed out east. And again, we have the same thing as going on in the West. We're just not doing those. We'll just talk about those as we simulate those as well. But we'll just talk about those out west. And we'll talk about the winner of the West 7-8 game tomorrow when we're doing the 9-10 game out here in the East. That's a 30-point lead. Okay, 27 now. but this looks like this is going to be a runaway Bulls victory, basically wire to wire here, right? I don't think the Celtics were ever really in this game. So we're now down to 4:45, and the Celtics are just, the Bulls are killing these guys right now. So again, like I said, the winner is going to face the Knicks, and we won't find out our opponent until Friday. Wizards finished with the best record in the NBA, so we are the 1 seed out east, and the Knicks and Heat are your top 3 seeds, with the Knicks being 2 and the Heat being the 3 seed. That's your top 3 out east, and we'll know the final seeding, of course, by Friday. So we're getting, I think it's safe to call this one, right? 31-point lead with 2:10 to go and counting here in the first half, in the game. I'm not even sure why the Celtics have Holiday and Tatum, White. I'm not even sure why they're on the floor at this point. It's get ready for Friday at this point if you're the Celtics, as we continue to count down here. So what we'll do the similar thing tomorrow when we'll do the 9-10 game, which by the way is Toronto against Atlanta. Toronto is the 9, which was the position they were in last season as well in the play-in tournament, or they were in the play-in tournament. I think they were the 9. They could have been the 10. And then Atlanta is the 10 seed. And so that's the end of the game. And, there it is. There's the explanation. 76% from the field. The Celtics shot 58%. That is great and got slaughtered. But the Bulls were 84% from 3. Oh, wow. So that explains that. That is why the Bulls scored 91 points and blew the Celtics out. Wow. All right, so that's going to do it for this one. Thank you very much for joining us for this brief Simcast Live, as the Wizards will be taking on the winner from Friday's game. So we'll see you tomorrow for Atlanta against Toronto, and then on Friday, that winner will take on the Celtics. That's it for Season Long Baller. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.